Welcome back to Nook and Cranny Gaming. We are playing Shadowgate. Hey, welcome back to Shadowgate. I am Scrumptious Scott, and thank you so much for joining me on my adventure through Shadowgate. Okay, so we are looking at where the Fire Drake once was that we defeated with our bare hands. Well, our bare orb with the will-o'-wisp. So through the door, an echoing cry can be heard from beyond the doorway. Press on. Oh, we accidentally closed the door. An echoing cry. Well, we'll just leave that to be. No, we're adventurers. We must press forward. Ooh. I have one of these gears in my pack. Veins of light-colored rock are pressed into the darker granite of the cave walls. Oh, and there's a rune through the door there. An ancient wrought iron grate rests securely within its carved stone frame. This type of grate can only be operated via a spell to raise or lower it. I'm glad I know that. I don't know how I know that, but I'm glad I know it. Because I have a spell for metal. You focus your will on the grate, whisper the words of a spell, and feel a release of power. The cold iron responds with a quiver and a mighty groan of protest before suddenly ceasing its trembling. Something is preventing the grate from rising. Well, is it a missing gear, perhaps? Alright, here we go. What's that? I'll take a stick. Oh, it's a bar. I'll take a bar. I'll take a thing. Alright, let's use this on that! You let out a long breath, gather your will, and chant the spell. Debris falls from the rocks above as the iron grate responds, lifting with a shudder and a squeal and opening the way forward. Awesome! So awesome. What's this guy? Reaching upward, this ancient skeleton looks like it might have once been one of the inhabitants of this castle. What's he reaching for there? Firmly attached to the wall, this rune glows with power. Truly, this must have belonged to one of the Wizards of the Circle. So another rune. We found the Triforce. We found a bird thing behind the waterfall. A tornado behind the waterfall. And now what looks to be like water waves. So let's make sure the left and the right are clear. Large gear. We can't really take any of these with us. I'm sure it would cause the grate to come crashing back down. So let's go in here. Is this the circle for the wizards? Oh, there's a glyph over a thingy, a totem, majig. This vast chamber is dominated by an intricately carved circle, wreathed by 12 stone thrones. Power pulsates from mystical symbols set within the floor. Eee! This is so awesome. Look at this art. It's... I love it. I love it. Ooh, a scroll. I'll take that. I will also read that. Another scroll. What does it say? While much of the scroll is faded, one part still stands out. And in the end, the evil shall be thrice defeated and thrice returned. The first shall raise a warder to bar the gates from opening. The second shall raise one of the carefree to travel the path of luck. The last shall raise a raven to remake what was undone. The letter is signed Gabriel, and includes a glyph which shows 4 vertical lines of varying height. So a levitation spell? Or no spell? It sounded like we were going to get a spell out of that. That's why I assumed it was a spell. I guess it was not a spell. But 4 lines of varying height. Interesting. Looking around for anything specific before I go all invocan on this thingamajig. Obelisk. Your eyes roll back in your head as you focus your will on the stone obelisk. You whisper the word invocan and unleash the spell. The image of Lakmir materializes from within the obelisk.
Listen carefully to my words, boy. There were many who followed the path of the One. Worthy were they, and I counted them as brothers and sisters. Now only I remain, he who is called Timeless. I have fought the good fight, sending many of Talimar's hordes beyond that of mortal man, it is not without limit. But why do I appear before you thus? Am I a ghost? No. Surely I am more than that. This is naught but a projection. As my living being has sought shelter within my tower, it is here I continue my studies to aid you in what ways I can. I grow weary, but know this. I have glimpsed a vast power at the foundation of this castle. This power the Warlock Lord covets above all else. But he fears as well. A hero from the line of the ancients. Or so says Gabriel the Bard. Gird yourself against what is to come, simple soldier. And forsake me not. Follow the ways of the circle. Stray not from its path.
The image of Lakmir materializes from within the obelisk. Stray not from its path. He finishes, and his form fades away to nothing. This is so cool! So, Lakmir isn't dead. He's merely trapped or just meditating within the tower somewhere. And he's trying to help us out any way he can. It's so awesome! This ravaged throne is ornately carved and decorated with runes. Many of the symbols on this chair are of avian design. Particular throne has been this particular throne has been partially destroyed. Nonetheless, there's a sense of power from it. A series of runes and etchings decorate the stone throne. An undercurrent of power runs along its edges as well. What about this one that's kind of out of sight? You cast a long gaze at the carvings on this throne, mesmerized as some of the runes begin to glow brilliantly. And what about old Lakmir's throne? Although it is in disrepair, this throne stands out from the rest. The carvings within the stone are extremely deep. Wow. This is so cool. I'm so happy that I'm playing this game right now. The dizzying number of strange runes, the vast majority you have never seen before, are carved into the circular dais. A hum of power emanates from its center, along with a ghostly whisper of the word Ascensor. I'm betting that's a spell that we get. Possibly. This vast chamber is dominated by an intricately carved... Oh, no, I want to go up there. Do I have to open the stairs? You press both hands against the door at the top of the stairs. Okay, so we are up there. After a moment, it grinds to a halt. Well, let us go. Let us go. Ooh. With a glance back at the stone dais, you mount the steps and quickly climb the stairs to whatever lay beyond. Not unlike the image in your dreams, the entrance to the inner keep of Castle Shadowgate stands before you, set with heavy wooden drawbridge. This is the inner sanctum, or the inner keep. Sorry, not inner sanctum. That's Amnesia talking. The inner keep of Castle Shadowgate. A set of gears connected to heavy chains is attached to the castle's foundation. You wonder what purpose the mechanism might hold. The thick wooden planks of this drawbridge create a formidable barrier. Ah, some rope. Hemp rope appears to be surprisingly strong. You guessed it is at least 20 hands long. Well, I'm going to use my one hand to take that and put it in my bag. Look at the well. You pinch your nose in disgust. The stench of decay rising from this old stone wall this old stone well is nauseating. And for some reason my HUD came back. That was strange. I just realized that. So is there anything, let's see, anything inside the window? Narrow slot in the stone wall creates a great vantage for the castle's defenses. Same here. A narrow window sits high on the castle wall. You sense more than see a furtive movement in the shadows. That's what I was waiting for. Some creepy, spooky action. And what's with the water here? It's the muddy bottom of the moat. Looks far from inviting, so we definitely don't want to go down in there. But I have an idea. Let's mix this with that. Yeah. You take the rope and securely tie it around the iron stand. You've created a grappling hook. And we're going to use that grappling hook. Use that grappling hook on the drawbridge, maybe? The grappling hook failed to do anything constructive to the drawbridge. Well, we'll use it on the window. A herp-a-derp, or we're going to go down the well, one or the other. Displaying an expertise you did not know you possessed, you swing the grappling hook about your head a few times and let it fly. The hook catches in the window slit of the castle wall. And we will have to explore up into the castle keep of Castle Shadowgate, of keeping our castle within our keep. There was lots of keeps and castles, and I tried to keep it going, but I had to cancel my sentence. I tried. Join me in the next episode of Shadowgate, and we will continue into the inner keep. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching Nook and Cranny Gaming. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every single day, and remember that your likes and your comments are very much appreciated. And we will see you in the next video.